As COVID-19 case numbers here fall and restrictions around the world continue to ease, is it time we look at ditching masks? In our current orange light settings, masks are still required to be worn in most public venues, like on public transport, in retail settings and supermarkets. But you don't have to look around much to notice less masks being worn as going without becomes more acceptable again. Do you think we should still be wearing masks?
No, I don't think so.
It's time. Everyone's over it. Cases are down. I think everyone's just had enough. It's time to move on.
Like, I do it, but it's more out of courtesy for other people.
Also, I've been travelling in Europe recently. No one is wearing masks. It just feels so much freer.
Like out in public, not really, no, not anymore. I think COVID's kind of gone into like the flu now and no one takes it seriously. But in certain situations like hospitals and stuff, definitely still, because people are more susceptible to it.
I don't think we should still be wearing them. It's really frustrating. I work in a supermarket, so like I'd say 50% of people come in without wearing one, and it's like we still have to wear one. It's like people don't even care anymore. Like customers come in and like complain about it, and they like feel sorry for us.
It's very easy to give the government a hard time when actually I think it's about 100th of the number of people have died here than have in other places around the world. So, you know, a bit of conservatism probably isn't a bad thing.
Even though there's still a mandate, we can't really enforce the mandate.
Even some epidemiologists believe certain spaces could soon afford to be maskless.
But I think as numbers drop, some environments are less critical. And I think, well-ventilated shopping malls and retail areas, yes, I think there's not a lot of transmission probably happening in many of those environments, and we could relax controls.
A recent survey by the Restaurant Association found of their members, 77% thought mask mandates for customer-facing hospitality staff should be reviewed. They cited health and safety challenges of working in hot physical environments and the inconsistency with customers not having to wear one while dining.
Is there much science behind the fact that, are we the ones spreading it by, if we don't wear our masks as waiters and bartenders, but our customers don't have to wear masks. And it's actually quite hard to communicate with people because, restaurants and bars are busy environments, and, we do a lot of lip reading as well as audio. It would be great. It would just make a nicer environment for us to work in.
After nearly 150 days under the orange setting and daily cases falling to their lowest counts since February, the government is reportedly considering dropping most mandates in all but high-risk health settings. Cabinet is set to review the traffic light settings next week. Prime Minister Jacinda Ardern said a range of factors would be considered.
We have a regular process of looking at what our current case numbers are, pressure on our hospital system, hospitalisations, but we're also looking at our broader settings more generally. We've been working with the traffic light system for upwards to a year now, so now's the time for us to look at whether or not all of those settings are fit for purpose. We include mask use in that analysis.
The government could look to either alter the rules in our current setting or lower the country to green if they decide to ease restrictions. But some have questioned if the current framework is still fit for purpose.
We need a system that can cope with the virus numbers going down and also going up again. A simple thing like, what's the fire risk? When you drive through the countryside in New Zealand, you see the big sign, it's got a 5-point scale. The arrow is telling you it's extreme or it's moderate or it's low. I think we do need something that is probably as nuanced as that about COVID-19 and possibly even the risk of other respiratory viruses.
There doesn't seem to be a big wave happening now, so can we just get on with a bit of normality until circumstances change? It hasn't changed yet, and if we are trying to open up to the rest of the world and welcome people, we just need to be a little bit more welcoming.
It's yet to be seen what changes will be made, if any, and if we'll head into this next phase of the pandemic, masks on or masks off. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. To stay up to date with all the latest news from the New Zealand Herald, click the subscribe button below or check out one of the videos here, and head over to nzherald.co.nz for more details on these stories and more.